Right, so we're starting this vlog. Oh, hello, Sandra. Where are you going? Peekaboo! Peekaboo! Peekaboo!
Is that number 3, yeah?
Number 3. So, the most bizarre thing here is Sandra's just filled up the car because she's going home tomorrow. And she's at pump number 3. Idiot driver. Look at the state of him here. And this exact pump is where we spotted the the oil leak on the Corando. And I just turned around to Sandra and said, this is where it all went wrong. But sort of, it could have been a saving grace at the end of the day. Right, there's a cash point in there. I just needed to get some cash out. As I say, Sandra's just filled the Noddy car up with go-go juice for her journey home tomorrow. And we're now going to head into Alford. We're going to have a couple of pints. It's been an exhausting day today. Really a long day. And we're going to get a Chinese takeaway for tea. So Sandra's just going to pay the petrol. And Terrace House. This is some idea of prices around here, so you know what you can buy. 122,500. That's the asking price. Bungalow, detached, 2 bedrooms, £200,000. Alford. End terrace, 175,000. Now you can get a lot of property for little money compared to back at home. What have you seen? Oh no, don't say that, Sandra. £119,000 for an end terrace house. Just unbelievable. Semi-detached cottage, lounge, cages, 2 bedrooms, 199,000. So what we're going to do, what's this one? I can never remember. The Golden Delight. I'm going to have place an order here for about an hour. In an hour's time, we're going to go and have a sit down, quiet, calm for an hour, aren't we, Sandra?
I'm not sure you're ever going to do quiet and calm, Neil. But
I'm going to be all on my own tomorrow. I'm meant to be coming home.
You said almost certainly maybe.
I just can't believe it. Right, I'm going to order extra food because tomorrow I don't know what I'm going to do for food. I haven't got. I can't believe ordering an extra portion of Chinese food for tomorrow night, Sandra. I don't know what's going on. Right, so I've ordered that to pick up in an hour. Oh no, the pub's closed. Tragedy.
Must be closed on Tuesday night, Neil.
Oh no, let's go down to the George then.
That's closed as well. I've got a long way for us.
We've said we'll pick it up in an hour. We're going for a drink, and the lady in the Chinese went. Now we know why. I'm sure the George will be open. Knew we should have gone to the Panda, Sandra. The Panda, Sandra. Sandra, the Panda. Sandra, the Panda.
Not exactly much further to walk, Neil.
I'm trying to cheer myself up here, Sandra. Sandra the Panda, you meant to humour me.
Humour you.
Sometimes things aren't meant to be. At least you got a log burner. Sandra's got the back to the log burner. Threw me in a cold window.
Neil, it's not a log burner, it's an open fire, but you know.
Oh, it's burning a log, isn't it?
It's an open fire, it's lovely actually.
Is it lovely? Yeah, it's warm with your back on there. You put me in the drafty window. Not got a clue how lucky she is to have me letting her have the back on the open fire.
You don't like being warm.
I don't like being
You
warm.
always complain when you're right by the fire.
I wish I was home by a log fire at home tomorrow night, Sandra, with you.
Well, me and Rasha will be.
Guess where I'm going to be? What am I going to do? What am I going to do for 3, 4? What am I going to do with myself?
So what is the latest? When are these spare parts arriving?
No idea. I might move my caravan. I've got this idea to move the caravan round from where it is. I think I mentioned this. So if the weather's nice or whatever, I'm going to lift my AstroTurf up. I might move the caravan round.
Well, the forecast tomorrow is terrible. I don't know what tomorrow will be.
Yeah. I'll be coming home for Christmas, Sandra. Dramas at the Chinese, Sandra. There's always a drama everywhere I go. A drama. They run out of mushrooms. How can a Chinese takeaway run out of mushrooms? What have you got on? Why are you wearing that?
Because it's warm.
You told me to turn down the heating and you said it was too hot in here.
It was like a sauna last night. It's a bit chilly today.
Chilly?
Right.
Right.
Plate or a bowl?
Plate. So we've got a selection of some stuff from a Chinese takeaway, and as I say, because I don't know what my situation is going to be going forward, how long I'm going to be here for, I've actually ordered an extra portion of stuff for tomorrow. So instead of beef and mushroom, which I love, I've got beef and peppers. Rash, you're getting giddy. You're not having too much because you've got a long journey home tomorrow. We don't want you being sick. That's Sandra's. So I've got beef and mushroom. That is actually beef and pepper. And obviously, that's a big portion of ribs, isn't it, Sandra? And a rather big portion of ribs. So today's Wednesday. Here in Mumby in Lincolnshire, the nurseries, and it should have been my going home day. Alas, oh, there's some pheasants up there. Look at them, all the pheasants up there. Alas, it's not meant to be, so I'm going to have to stay. Sandra's got her car, it's slowly being packed, and I'm giving Rasha what will probably be definitely the last walk. Come, Rasha, come up this way. Oh, she doesn't like the wind and the rain. Yeah, my last walk to Rasha up the lane. So in a minute we have got to go to Skegness to an estate agent. Come on, Rasha, and provide some papers for the purchase of what should be our new property, and we'll then be into the chain, joining the chain gang. Who sang that? Chrissy Hine, wasn't it? The Pretenders. Yeah, so say it's all going to be a bit weird. Back on my own, no car on the road neither. I don't think Rasha wants to go for a walk. She's just, what's up, Rash? And the little noddy car is going better than any other cars we've had. So finished the Rasha walk. Sandra's packing up into Skeggy. I need to pick some ready meals up because I'm not too sure how long I'm going to be marooned here for. And yeah, we'll see how we get along. It's a grey November day. Going past Butlins. There's still lots of lights on and lots of cars going on. So obviously they have their themed weekends and everything. And obviously estate agent Sandra.
It's not a weekend, by the way.
No, it's not a weekend. It's a midweek now. At this point of time now, I should be considering going home. Knight in shining armour.
I'm not getting my knight in shining armour, am I?
Been flaming delayed again. It's all gone wrong. Cars from dodgy Wiki in Alford. Right, so we're not far away now, and all being well, the estate agents we're going to is just on the edge of the town. And fingers crossed, there's off-road parking outside, and we're going to get the next ball rolling, as they say, all being well. And this can go horribly wrong. Let's hope some more details and things. Oh, a blanket hanging out the door. Done with the estate agents now, and allegedly the property that we've got our offer on will be going up later as sold, subject to STC, subject to conditions and contracts, etc., which is quite something. So that will, technically speaking, now has got our names earmarked. The days of gazumping thankfully are over, aren't they? Who remembers gazumping? That was outrageous that was even allowed to happen. We could be at the stage we are now, and you signed everything, and then somebody would come with like 500 quid more, and then you end up with this flipping bidding war years ago. Anyway, gazumping, Sandra, gazumping.
Is it definitely a thing of the past?
It is a thing of the past. So people can now put in a second offer, but we're the first on the chain. So if we collapse, they come in second. Right, food. So I said a couple of days ago, I'd done my last little shop, and here I am. I've got no idea how long I'm going to be here for. So I'm going to probably get enough food now to be self-sufficient for a week, and then anything I've got left over I'm going to take home, and if it's meal for ones I can give to Barbara, the mother-in-law. That'll work, won't it, Sandra? Probably. I can't believe I'm back at Lidl's in Skeggy. Right. Little shop done. What am I going to do with myself for a few days? I don't know what on earth I'm going to do with myself. I'm not one for just sitting in. I don't know what I'm going to do, Sandra.
Walks.
Yeah, I can't even take the dog for walks because Rasha's going home with you. It's
there's lots of apples and they chopping and dehydrating. It'll kill a few hours.
I'll see whether Jet wants to participate in that. In fact, I have got a product review thing that I was going to get you to do at home with me. I'll see whether Jet wants to participate. That'll kill some time. I haven't got a clue what I'm going to do with myself.
I think you might get thumped first.
Right, so back at home as we're recording this now, we're having a survey done on our house by the buyer, the vendor, back at home, and my security camera alert I got this morning, and absolutely I've never come across this before. So those I've been watching the vlogs right from the beginning of the year would have seen some blink cameras we had with some foxes and other wildlife, but we've had a badger up towards our back gate and in our front garden.
Neil, that was so random. You started that sentence talking about the surveyor and then suddenly you talking about badgers.
Well, because it was spotted the badger because we looked at the surveyor on the security cameras. It's like, oh, I'm just expecting to see a mouse or something, or a magpie, and lo and behold, it's not brilliant clips, but what I'm going to do, if I can get these downloaded back at the nurseries, you just fleetingly, we have definitely got a badger. Why are you slowing down? Oh,
I need to check my tyre pressure.
Okay,
before I drive.
We've got yeah, a badger in our garden. I'm glad you're stopping here, Sandra, because there's a cash point here where you are now.
There you go, I'm thinking of you as well.
There you go. Yeah, you weren't. Right, sorry, Sandra's checking her tyre pressures. While she does that, I'm going to leg it to the cash point. Don't know whether you saw that car. There's a car gone to the cash point who's blocked because they can't be arsed walking. Literally 2 seconds. They parked the car right outside the cash point and blocked the entire exit on the garage there for all the cars coming up at the back. And it was an Audi. You know what they say about Audi drivers, don't you, Sandra? We used to be an Audi driver, didn't we, Sandra? Like an Audi A4. Lovely little car, actually. It was, yeah.
Honestly, when I was that Princess Parkway commute at home, if there was ever any weirdness going on, it was always an Audi. Always an Audi.
Audi drivers, BMW drivers, and I've been both. Right, it's lashing down with rain. It is seriously just a miserable.
The car's driving better with a bit more air in the tyres, so just want to get that done before we set off on a long journey home with Rasha.
So
leaving Neil behind, sadly.
Leaving me behind. So I was going to leave all my trail cams at the nurseries over winter, but I'm going to go and possibly fish out a couple. If we've got badgers in our garden at home, I can't believe that. That's super exciting. And
yeah, I was seeing one when I was cycling. I saw one down a local lane quite close to where we live as well. So.
Right. And we're also having a bit of a camera update over the next week or so as well. So my old original DJI camera, what Sandra's had, we've got, I won't reveal yet, but all being well, we're going to be revealing a new YouTube channel coming. Not ours, somebody else who's got our old DJI. Straight down. Yeah. This DJI that I'm now on, which I've had for a year, 18 months, I think it's a DJI 3. Sandra's going to inherit. Is that the right word?
Yeah.
I get all my words mixed up. But we're also going to buy a DJI 4, and then the DJI 3 and the DJI 4 are quite compatible as far as mounts go, and these got mag mounts and everything like that. So Sandra's going to pick up a DJI 4, fingers crossed, this weekend, and yeah, then we're on compatibility mode, Sandra.
Compatibility mode?
Yeah. We are sometimes compatible, aren't we?
I know a book about something to do with compatibility genes.
jeans. I have, fortunately, I have got a spare pair of jeans in my bag as well. It's just, thank goodness I just got so I had a spare bag with clean clothes for when I get home.
Not exactly gone as planned this part of the trip, anyway.
I don't know what I'm going to do with myself. I just don't, no idea. I might move my caravan. Right, so you're all packed up in the noddy car, Sandra.
I am. It is amazing what you can fit in my little car.
It's been a lot.
With a change of plans, I've had to put in quite a lot of Neil's stuff as well as the stuff that I brought before. So it has all fitted, amazingly. Even with Rasha as well.
So we will do a quick video with Rasha in the car because she's quite, she's going to get very, very, very confused. Dogs have a sixth sense that something's happening. So this morning, Rasha sort of knew you were packing, sort of thing, didn't she? She just only went out for a whittle. She didn't even want to go for a walk or anything. No, she's on a big sniff here. So the last people in the cottage had a couple of dogs. So apart from my disaster, my car woes, you say you were quite jubilant earlier. You're saying that you're feeling quite positive.
Well, like any really major project, I think you go through phases where you get to a point where there's so much to do and you just can't really see the end point, and it just all seems a bit depressing. But we've made really good progress this week, I think, and so I'm getting quite excited. So yeah, your head says realistically, we know that until the money's in the bank, something could go wrong. So we're aware of that, but at least things are moving forward. So I'm quite excited about that. And so I'm really pleased that we found somewhere that we're both happy with, and I'm sure Mum will like it as well. And so that's really quite exciting.
So you're now slowly, and it'll take a while for the harvest to come in, but you're now slowly reaping the rewards from the crop you sowed over summer. I'll just come up with that analogy. I've never heard that before. That's good, that, isn't it? Hey, am I the first person ever to come up with that? You'll have the harvest when we move into the new house. We're not at harvest time yet.
Called good planning and preparation, Neil, but big projects take time to plan and execute and get to the end point. But fingers crossed, hopefully we're back on track now, because obviously ideally we need to crack the back of the hard graft with this, particularly with the mover things and packing up while my knight in shining armour is still at home, because
I might not be coming. I have no idea when I'm going to get home. I've not got a clue what's going on. The reason
there are trains, Neil.
I know. The reason why Rasha's going back with Sandra, I love Rasha to be here with me. I don't know what I'm going to do with myself for the next few days on my own. So Rasha's been like a little companion and company, but at the moment I'm hoping that I'm going to be going home in the car. But if I end up going home on the back of a low loader or on a train, it'd be a little bit unfair on Rasha, wouldn't it? So so Rasha's going home. She doesn't know that she's not going to be with me.
But she has been my little shadow this last few days. I think she has been really missing me as well. So
yeah, well, as I say, it's done. But yeah, what else was I going to say? I've just noticed there's a strange hinge on that settee there. Sorry. I'm just sort of looking in this room, and I don't know why. I've just seen a hinge on a settee. I don't know if there's a secret compartment or not.
Or does it turn into a chaise lounge or something?
Yeah, it could do, actually, to be honest. Yeah, it could do. Oh, sorry. Let's tell us a funny story. Let's tell a funny story. You're not going to say, don't you? So the house that we should now be buying had a number of items of furniture which we've asked to be left because we can use them and it can save us money. So just as an example, we've got some massive mirrored wardrobes in what will become the master bedroom. They're getting left, but that stops me and Sandra. We don't have to go to the expense of that. There's quite an old, solid kitchen table and 6 chairs. It's quite old, but it will do. But in the living room, there was a fairly newish, I don't think we mentioned this, have we? A fairly newish 3-piece suite. Doesn't look at all old. It's in really good condition. I mean, literally, it's as absolutely as good as new. So we
So Neil said, just try it and see if it's comfortable. Like, yes, it's very comfortable. So
that was the first time. And then we went round. I went round this house 3 or 4 times looking at things, and if you're ever with me, my eyes often are all over the place because even when I'm driving, I take in lots of vista. Anyway,
Neil's very visual. I'm more oral, like very chalk and cheese in so many ways. But yeah, he's very visual, so he's going round and round and round, looking at everything.
And then I noticed, I thought, at the side of this single armchair, there's a little handle on there. So I said to Sandra, and the estate agent was with us. The guy, he was a really nice. Mark, his name is, isn't it?
Mark,
yeah, Mark, really nice. So I said to Sandra, go on, sit on that chair and just see if it's all right, because we'll ask whether they're going to leave this. So she did. And I put your hand on the side there and pull that. So she went back, and the back of the back of the chair went back. The footstool came up.
Quite sharpish.
Yeah. Sandra's legs went flying up in the air, and all you go, woo! And the estate agents go, woo! And everybody jump as Sandra was whooping. And then she goes, oh, you quite like that little chair, didn't you?
I'm sure Mum will like it anyway.
So back in, I've got no idea, whenever it was, 1970. My mum and dad, I think you all know, both worked all their lives. We didn't have any money, or very little money. And there was a company called Parker Knoll. Is it still going, Parker Knoll?
I don't think so, but I remember them from the 70s.
Yeah, but they made very high posh quality furniture, and there was something called a Parker Knoll reclining chair, and I can't remember now. I think the suite we had at home was like a cream colour, and this Parker Knoll chair that my mum bought for my dad, which I'm guessing in today's money must have been about $5,000 in today's money, really expensive, really expensive. Arrived, but it was brown. Can you remember this, like brown velvet, crushed velvety colour? And it was the same sort of thing. You sort of push your back on it on the arms, and the back went forward, and the footstool came up, and right up to my dad's dying day, we still had that Parker Knoll chair. Yeah, because we were right posh. We were really posh. We had string vests.
I don't know, but so it just reminded me when I first got together with Neil, there was an old chap called John living next door. John was lovely.
Oh, you mentioned this the other day.
Yeah, not on camera though.
The massage chair.
Oh, thanks for spoiling my story.
Oh, sorry, I'm sure you mentioned this on camera. Go on.
No.
What happened?
Yeah, well, he's kind of spoilt it now, really, but it's a very sweet old man, and he was a bit lonely, so he used to pop round for a chat now and again. And then one time he says, I've been given this chair, it's meant to be good for my rheumatism or something. He said, just sit in it and have a try. There's got a cheeky glint in his eye. He switched on this massage function, the whole chair starts vibrating.
I bought you something like that for your car, didn't I?
It's quite comical.
Do you remember I buying you something? I thought, but one of the 12-volt cigarette lighter things, you put it like super weird, isn't it? Do you remember the days when those of a certain age will remember when you used to have parties, or your mum and dad had parties, I should say, and your neighbours used to come round, and you really knew, next door but one, next door but two, next door but three, and all the neighbours used to come in and have, you'd have a party 8 can and put balloons in the corner, like at Christmas you used to put balloons in the corner, and paper decorations from the corner of your room to the light and everything.
If it weren't for you, I'd still have parties. We're like the Grinch that stole Christmas. You are whenever we're on a party.
People coming round.
Exactly.
Ugh, what do you think? Weirdos. Who are
One
you
of those
going to
days.
invite round?
Friends.
Who?
So look at this. I can't believe you admit this on camera. What a Grinch you are about having people around. It's like you go, the good old days, but you're the one that don't want people around.
So we have been warned, or forewarned, by people living here and estate agents. As soon as friends find out we're living at the seaside, they're all going to want to become our friends and go, oh, we've got a spare room and all that, isn't it? So that's why we're also looking on this property now. We're not going to be putting a static caravan on, but going forward, we may get rid of the Adria caravan and then move on to a 6-berth twin axle.
The thing is, my family are scattered around the country, and we will need their help with my mum from time to time, so they will need somewhere to stay.
Yeah, so we have got a spare bedroom, but I'm hoping that's going to become more of an officey, temporary bedroom. But we are hoping to have a caravan on the drive.
I think Mum thinks it's going to be a sitting room.
Well, a sitting room, yeah.
Your man cave garage.
Yeah, but the great thing, the idea that I've gone that if friends do want to come and visit us or family and stay, they can have the keys to the caravan. They're not relying on us to be there. They can just come and go as they want. And obviously there's plenty of car parking spaces as well. Right, it's going to be time to say goodbye, Sandra.
And he's got driving.
I keep saying to people, and said it to Mark, and they said the other day, something else went the other day, we'll meet again. And I don't know where, I don't know when. But I know we'll meet again some sunny day.
Well, it's not as bad as 2020 when you went off to Northumberland and that was like the strangest time, I could admit.
We went on lockdown. Right, Rasha's fallen asleep. So what we'll do is I'll get Sandra to say goodbye. I'll try and get a quick clip of Rasha sat down in the noddy car and see you off, and then I'll say a proper goodbye. And I'm not too sure when the next vlog will be up. I have got a couple of vlogs in a virtual bank. I've got Sandra talking about the Greenbelt. We did a vlog at Wainfleet a few days ago, didn't we? So we have got some content coming up, because I don't know what I'm going to do. What do people do? What do you do during the day when you're not working? And you've got no jobs to do?
I've actually brought craft stuff with me. I brought apples with me. I brought all sorts of stuff with me. Not had a minute to do anything with any of it, but I would never be short of stuff to do. But, yeah.
Say bye-bye, Sandra.
Bye-bye. I'm going to get driving.
Oh, it's pouring. It's a miserable drive for you, Rasha. Rasha, I'm going to miss you, Rash. Rasha, come on, Rash. Come on, Rasha. Rasha. Oh, dear. See you in a few days, Rasha. I'm missing you already. Not missing Sandra. Oh, of course I'm missing you, Sandra. Go on, jump yourself in. I'll get wet. Right, give us a kiss. Safe journeys back, and I'll see you in a few days. Go careful. All right, see you safely. All right, that's it. There goes the noddy car into the distance. All being well. We'll see Sandra soon. See you later.